Let's talk about social search for a minute. Everyone obviously knows what searching is. You go to Google, you type in information, it finds some information for you. You go to Bing, you type in information, it goes and finds the answers for you. Social search is a little different, using the social networking sites. Before mass communication was introduced, we sought out and we relied on our friends for product reviews or recommendations about where the best deal could be found. If we needed a plumber, we asked our neighbor. If the pot roast at a friend's dinner tasted good, we asked them for the recipe. It's only natural for us to look to our friends for this information because these are the people that we trust to have our backs. It's kind of like in Mayberry. When Andy's getting his haircut at Floyd's, he doesn't go there because Floyd spends a quarter of his yearly earnings on a slick radio marketing campaign. He goes there because Floyd is his friend. And he knows how to treat them. He knows how to make Andy feel welcomed and important. Floyd listens, and he's empathetic to Andy's needs. Floyd is a trusted member of the community. When Andy recommends that Goober get his haircut at Floyd's, it's not because Floyd's lucrative customer loyalty program is inactivated. It's because Andy knows that his friend Goober is going to have a good experience. And this is a perfect example of word-of-mouth recommendation. So when television and radio and newspapers all began to deliver advertising messages, there was a shift away from face-to-face interactions into an impersonal numbers game. Actually, we allowed ourselves to be influenced by these ads that we read or heard because we assumed that the company with the resources to buy mass media ads must be good at what they did. And for a while, that was usually a safe assumption. But that changed. Another fundamental shift appeared when digital marketing provided us unlimited access to a world of information. And this was great until our email boxes became cluttered with spam. And then there were so many websites competing for our attention, we had a difficult time even knowing where we started looking for what we started looking for in the first place. And that led to the rise of search engines like Google. Gave us a much needed freedom from a serious case of decision paralysis. And search engines are providing a great tool for us. But we're also discovering that search engines too can be manipulated. Today, you and I are involved in yet another fundamental shift. We are returning to a dynamic in which you can quickly ask your friends, people that you trust, for their input into your buying decisions. So through your social network, you can search for answers. Now, more than ever, a company's ability to be social determines its ability to attract new customers and to maintain good relationships with current customers. This fundamental shift provides an ideal environment to reinforce your brand and to become more involved in the community. Again, hundreds of millions of people are living their lives all day in these digital communities, and the population is growing across all demographics. As a forward-thinking business, you want to become familiar with all of these digital communities and a constantly evolving, the constantly evolving tools that they are that you'll need to navigate through. And you want to participate in the virtual neighborhoods that these tools allow. Your customers and your prospective customers are they're becoming accustomed to doing business with companies that know how to be social. Their expectations are rapidly changing as they put the pieces together. And traditional advertising has been identified as push or intrusive. This means the viewer doesn't ask to have the ad played in the middle of their favorite television program. It was pushed on them by the television station. In traditional advertising channels, we don't even have the option to opt out of seeing the ads in the middle of the newspaper articles. However, in the social channels, everything is an opt-in relationship. If you want to communicate with a group of people, you elect to be involved in that community. And if you don't want to, you simply opt out of it. If you want to be involved in these communities, you also want your presence to be recognized as helpful, friendly, and to be a generous participant, one who brings value to the conversation. Let me reinforce again, as soon as you begin to advertise or selling your product, your audience will simply begin to opt out. As a customer, social networking has brought us full circle to a new access of information. We call it social search. It's like going back to the basics and asking your friends for answers. Asking Andy who cut his hair, because you heard from him, or you heard him mention that he had an excellent experience when he got his hair cut. A friend of mine recently asked on her Facebook page a question about vacuum cleaners. She was uncertain which model would suit her. 4 or 5 of her friends quickly replied to her post with their comments and their recommendations. And eventually, my friend commented that she had gone out and actually made a purchase, and that it was heavily influenced by the comments from her Facebook friends. The next comment came from another one of her friends who thanked all of those who were engaged in the conversation and all those who had educated her on this product, because she had actually gone out and bought one herself, simply because of the comments that were made on Facebook. I encourage you to start paying attention yourself. You'll begin to see social networkers being influenced by online conversations. It's the evolution of the power of social search.